Hey guys, this is Jabroni, and I'm bringing you a two-part video today on the Yeti Pekka Smash attack. Now, how does this work? Why did I decide to use it this past CWL? Well, to be quite honest with you, I was talking with my buddy CB Warrior on New Year's Eve, and he was telling me about a video of Itsu's who explained how the Pekkas and the Yetis are pretty much becoming a new meta for Town Hall 13 without using any bowlers. Because if you remember in the days of Town Hall 12, there was this attack called the Pekka Smash, where you used Pekkas and bowlers and then a Stone Slammer. And then, the way that it worked with two jump spells and so on, it could work for certain base styles. Well, honestly, I was never very good at that attack, but after watching some videos and watching some other guys in our clan, specifically Sir Saved by Grace, do this attack in a war, I was like, whoa, I have to try this out. And full disclosure, I used to be the person in the clan who hated Quad-Quakes the most. I never used them. I always thought they were a poor use of a spell. I thought a jump spell would be better. Why would you ever use Quad-Quakes? But once I started to see some replays from other YouTubers, and like I said, from Sir Saved by Grace, and I saw that Quad-Quakes could open up a bigger range of walls than a jump spell could, then I slowly became convinced this is a great choice for this style of attack. So how does this attack work? Let me tell you the basic rundown. The general idea of the way this works is you got to start by funneling, creating a funnel, so that way your kill squad can come in, and the main objectives are the Town Hall and the Eagle, and using Quad-Quakes to get your kill squad to go from the Town Hall to the Eagle. That's the big idea of this attack. And so when you're looking at bases to possibly use this attack on, you're looking for bases where you can get the kill squad to the Town Hall, use Quad-Quakes to open up a big part of the middle of that base to allow the kill squad to continue through and hopefully get that Eagle artillery down relatively soon. Another major part of the attack is bringing a Siege Barracks. Now, why? I used to not like the Siege Barracks. I thought it was stupid. I didn't understand the purpose. Why would I want to have a Pekka and a gazillion wizards, of course I'm exaggerating, coming out? Wizards are dumb. Why would I, other than clean up and maybe funnel creation every once in a while, why would I use that? Well, giving you an extra Pekka, that's actually a big deal. And since you're using the Quad-Quakes on this attack and then a jump spell in addition to that, you don't really need a wall wrecker. So having the Siege Barracks giving you an extra Pekka, along with some wizards to possibly take out some other buildings or possibly even a defense, that actually is a big help on this attack. And then when you have Hog Riders coming out of the Siege Barracks, that can help to take some defenses that your kill squad didn't get to. Your Royal Champion can also be used to take out maybe an Inferno Tower on the other adjacent side of where your kill squad is coming from. Lastly, the jump spell takes your kill squad to the remaining defenses that you need to reach, usually an Inferno Tower, and then the other thing you got to do is clean up. And that's with, maybe some wizards, maybe some minions. If you're lucky like I was in this attack, you'll have some wizards that still survived that came out of that Siege Barracks. Some Hog Riders hopefully will survive, other troops, and there you go. When used correctly and on the right base with good choices for funneling and deciding where your kill squad's going to enter, this attack can work for 3 stars. So let's talk about planning. And when I talk about planning, I'm actually going to talk about this base specifically. Obviously, I have to decide where do I want my kill squad to come from. My main objectives are the Town Hall and the Eagle. So obviously the way this base is set up, your kill squad can get to the Town Hall. I mean, they can either come in from the left or they can come in from the right since you have this open wall type of design. How did I decide which side to bring my kill squad from? Well, I saw the single target Inferno, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want that single target Inferno locking onto my Queen or Grand Warden or even a Pekka. I don't want that. That's bad news. This side has a multi-target Inferno, and it's a little bit further away. So for me, it was a no-brainer choice then. I'm going to bring my kill squad from this left side of where the Town Hall opening is located. So the next biggest thing, and this part is huge, is figuring out what are you going to use for your funnel? Pretty much there are, if I counted correctly, five or six choices for funneling. Grand Warden Walk, Archer Queen Walk, Barb King, believe it or not, a test balloon followed by an E-drag, maybe even the Siege Barracks can be used for funneling, and then really your last choice is a balloon and a baby drag. Those are your choices. So how did I know which one is the best choice? Well, I thought about using a Grand Warden Walk. Do I want to use it from this side? Do I want to use it from this side? The advantage to using a Grand Warden Walk, the Grand Warden's range is the best range in the game, better than an Archer Queen. And so it can reach defenses far away. It can stay far enough away from defenses as it's shooting things down that it won't hopefully be targeted that quickly. So you hopefully shouldn't need to burn a rage to keep the Grand Warden alive. So that's the advantage to using a Grand Warden Walk. The other reason that you might want to use it is that you can actually force his direction after he's shot down a few buildings. All you have to do is put a Pekka, and then the Grand Warden will then start following that Pekka or maybe an Ice Golem, as long as it's within the range of the radius of the Grand Warden. So you can force his direction, which is really helpful. So that's the advantage to using a Grand Warden Walk. The disadvantage is that if there's storages, like this Dark Elixir storage, the Grand Warden can get stuck on storages, take way too long to get through, and therefore then there could be an issue of time, that you're taking too long to create your funnel, and you could run out of time at the end of your attack. Next choice is the Archer Queen Walk. The great reason that you would want to use an Archer Queen Walk, she's very powerful. She can shoot over walls. That's really the big advantage, is to using an Archer Queen Walk to create your funnel. However, things to consider, her range is not as good as the Grand Warden. So she could be targeted by defenses quicker than the Grand Warden. You might need to burn a rage spell or her ability, worst case scenario. So that's not ideal. You usually want to save your 2 rage spells for the kill squad to get through the Town Hall and the Eagle. So that's something to consider with using the Archer Queen. The other bad thing about using the Archer Queen walk for creating a funnel is that she could go the wrong way, and that could ruin your attack if she starts walking the wrong way, bringing the healers with her. Totally could ruin your attack. Other options, the E-drag with a test balloon used first. E-drags are great because their chain ability can go through multiple buildings at one time. As long as they are one space apart, like you see here with this gold mine and this gold storage, or 0 spaces apart, like with this barracks and dark barracks. But the bad thing about E-drags, other than they can be shot down by air defenses, so that's something you have to look for, is that if the buildings are 2 spaces apart, the E-drag only shoots down one at a time. And if that's all the E-drag is going to do, then you're better off using a baby dragon instead of an E-drag. So that's something you really have to consider as to whether you can get high value from the E-drag with the structures being 1 space apart or 0 spaces apart. But if they're 2 spaces apart, not a great place for an E-drag. The other choices I mentioned earlier are the Barb King. The Barb King is amazing at taking out multiple structures. The only thing you have to do is plan what structure is he going to go to second and then third. You have to plan out that pathing. That also comes from experience. So the Barb King's a great choice for a funnel. Now you might be like, why would I want to use the Barb King for a funnel instead of putting the Barb King with my kill squad? Don't I want that beastly Barb King to be with the kill squad? I've actually learned from watching YouTube videos from other YouTubers that you don't want the Barb King with your kill squad on Yeti Pekka smash attacks, because you want the healers to lock on to the Pekkas and the Yetis, not the Barb King. And so the Barb King can steal the healers, which is why it's better to use the Barb King as a funneling tool. The only disadvantage to using the Barb King is that it cannot shoot over walls, whereas the Archer Queen and the Grand Warden could. And so could an E-drag, as long as an air defense or something isn't shooting it down. The other choices you heard me mention is the actual Siege Barracks. The Siege Barracks has a Pekka that pops out and then wizards. So that can be used also to help you to create your funnel. And last choice would be a baby dragon with a test balloon. If the E-drag is not effective, but you still want to be able to take out some structures that are not in range of an air defense. So what did I choose on this base? Well, since the single target Inferno was way over here, I did not want my kill squad to come over here. So I was looking, do I want to use an E-drag here? Well, maybe, but this air defense is going to make it not that effective. This was actually a great choice for using my Barb King. As long as I take down this pesky little builder hut in the corner, I can then predict which way the Barb King will go depending on where I put him first. So I put him on this corner of this army camp, so that way he would go here. Or wait, no. I'm sorry. I put him on this army camp, and then he would go here, then to the dark drill, and so on, and be able to take out all these structures. Now, why did I want to take out these structures if my kill squad's coming from way over here on the left? It's because with this opening wall concept, I do not want my kill squad to take down the town hall, then go to the bomb tower, and then start walking around the outside because all these structures could lure my kill squad that way. So I knew I had to take out these structures over here, and the Barb King was a great choice. So what about over here? Well, I could do an Archer Queen walk, but what if she starts going, up north away from the town hall? That would be horrible. So I decided instead, I was thinking about either E-Drag or Grand Warden. Since these buildings are 2 spaces apart, I did not go with the E-Drag. Instead, I did the Grand Warden walk to take down structures. There are no storages here. Therefore, the Grand Warden is actually a great choice for creating this part of the funnel. The only thing I was worried about are these buildings up here. So I put a baby drag with a test balloon first to take out this building or this building to prevent the Grand Warden from going a little bit too far north from where I needed him to go, because I want him to rejoin the kill squad. So as long as I can put a Pekka in the Grand Warden's range, then I can force him to go the way I want. So let's start watching this attack. I put the Archer Queen down here at this builder hut, and then I put the test balloon up here and the baby dragon to hopefully take down a couple of these structures. Now, unfortunately, this stupid level 1 Royal Champion, are you kidding me? Level 1 shoots down my baby dragon, which I didn't. Stupid planning on my part. I should have thought of that. Good news, it still takes down the elixir collector. So that way, mission accomplished, I guess. The Grand Warden won't go too far to the north once it shoots down this dark barracks. So that actually worked out pretty well. The other thing I planned on doing is these structures down here. I don't want my kill squad to start going this way because these structures are remaining. So I put my Siege Barracks. Yep, there it is. So that way the Pekka would come out along with some wizards. So that part of the funnel is now created. So from here, Pekkas were put down in the Grand Warden's radius, so that way he will now join the kill squad. I put an Ice Golem in front. The only bad thing that happened here, and I wasn't watching the Barb King while I was talking here, the Barb King actually lured out the CC. That's another part of your planning. You got to always decide where is the radius of the clan castle. You don't want the troops to be lured out too early. But anyway, a poison spell pretty much did the trick on the minions and the witch that came out from that clan castle. It did shoot down this barracks a little early, but that wasn't really that big of a deal. All right, Rage spell is used on the kill squad. I used the Grand Warden's ability very early. Fortunately, with using the hero potion, and I already had a level 45 Grand Warden, that bumps him up to 50, and so his ability lasts very, very long. So once the kill squad takes down the town hall and the Quad-Quakes open up the middle of this base, I use my second rage and I get that eagle down very early. Now, when you use the Siege Barracks and you fill it with max Hogs, the Hogs are going to go either to the right adjacent side of your kill squad or the left adjacent side. I purposefully put the Siege Barracks a little bit to the right because I wanted the Hogs to get targeted by the single target Inferno, not my Royal Champion. I brought my Royal Champion, you'll see, on the left adjacent side because the multi-target Inferno will not kill the Royal Champion as quickly as, say, a single target Inferno was. Whereas 9 Hogs, the single target Inferno can't target them fast enough, and that's why I wanted the Hogs to go to the right and the Royal Champion to the left. Jump spell gets my kill squad to the last Inferno that remains. The scatter shots are all here in the middle, so that was not an issue. And from here, I just need to put some wizards, and fortunately, some wizards survived from the Siege Barracks. And so from here, it's just a matter of cleanup. And boom, as CB Warrior would say, there's your 3 stars.